Moving on to the Preseen analysis. Now let's look at the industry-related risk related to the economic condition there. Perhaps there might be higher levels of inflation, so for example, such as in the US, the inflation very high, therefore interest rates very high, and the impact to the business will increase their cost of interest when they take out the loan. Of course, to Rodnim business, that we really rely on whether or not the clients will have budgets to pay for us to manage the events on their behalf. Now, if there's an increase in the interest expense for them, it will be relatively hard for them to pay us money. Alternatively, we may be charging them the variable fee, basing on the ticket revenue that they've got. So, for example, we may be serving the music company, which in turn sells tickets to different attendees and to get the ticket revenue. So instead of we charging them the fixed fees to manage the event on their behalf, perhaps we may be sharing the variable fee, okay, as a result of it. Now, if there's an increase in the interest rate, of course, for these events, seems to be quite luxury event, rather than you need these events daily in your life. So this means that an increase in the interest rate, which means the worsening economic condition, would certainly reduce the consumer demand as a result. A famous music company in the US is called the Live Nation Entertainment business. Now, in 2023 especially, because of the increase in inflation in the US and an increase in the interest rates in the US, that the Live Nation Entertainment business decided to push up their ticket price in order to earn more revenue, to cope with the inflation effect. But at the same time, we can also see the costs are increasing related to rental costs, related to venue, and the labour costs that we need to pay to the staff, and even the higher interest rate. So as a result, the performance badly hit. Now, to the Rodnim business, what we can think about is this. Perhaps for those underperforming businesses suffering from economic condition problems, that we can serve them, of course. However, our focus will be quite different, because Rodnim business currently is a small business. It's a partnership structured business. However, the Live Nation Entertainment business is a large public listed company. Now, the focus will be absolutely different now. Possibly, we may be focusing on relatively smaller clients. However, the Live Nation Entertainment company will be focusing on larger scale events. So, what does that mean to us? Now, when I teach strategy, I always say to my student that strategy is not just a plan. Because when you plan things ahead, it's just to be a to-do list. You're not thinking about the whole picture of the organization. The truth about strategy is like playing football. You will need to break through the defense and finally to score, which means you will need to win the counterparty, win the competitor. And this is what I mean by strategy. So, simply speaking, strategy is all about knowing your competitive advantages, so you know that others are not doing the good work in this field, so I can step in, I can do better than them. And from my perspective to Rodnim business, I think these three stuff would be the possibly its competitive advantage. It can never forget about. Firstly, it has got expertise in managing the event, quite nicely to a lot of clients. And of course, dominated by 2 managing directors and who are passionate about running the business. Secondly, it has expertise in focusing on the niche or small markets. And thirdly, because it is quite small and it is flexible. On the exam day, everything is possible. For example, for this Live Nation entertainment company, or I would say the industry, for example, running the live events related to the entertainment related events, most likely related to music. So why not, according to Ansoff growth vector matrix, why not to expand into this industry on our own? So if that's the case, then that could be a possible diversification strategy that you need to care about. Now, diversification strategy, which means that we introduce new service. For example, we are talking about the artist management. So what we can do is that we can possibly sign independent artists. Why not? So just to give you a picture here is a picture from the downstairs of my office. Now, below my office last night, I saw that a concert was held, and with its own signed artists, it really attracted a lot of traffic. We don't really have to be quite competent in competing with larger businesses, but what we can do is that we can partner with the local government and to host small-scale music festival using independent artists that we signed within our platform. So that could be one of the ways that we can do. At the same time, we are focusing on the new market. For example, music festivals and entertainment events. Now, I would say that a bit risky when we comment on that, but from a practical point of view, before we dip into the exam-related stuff, is that what will be the practical points that we need to bear in mind when we diversify our business such as this? From my perspective, the step number 1, you always need to test the market. Right, I'm talking about at least from a tactical point of view within our strategy. Now, what we can do is to hold smaller and niche music festivals and sometimes holding eco-friendly music festivals and to see whether or not we can attract traffic, we can sell more tickets, we can scale things up. Because currently for the Rodnim business that we are working with a lot of third-party businesses, for example, logistic services, okay, business providers. So related to the venue, related to the food and drinks and so on, we don't have them in-house, but we work with them. Right there. And test the market. Second, I would say that why not to think about to sign the independent artists and have them to hold the music events, that kind of stuff. And possibly we'll need to boost the event visibility through various marketing campaigns and through our website as well, using 6 Eyes to improve our current website. And even we can share the exclusive behind-the-scenes content on TikTok, okay, YouTube channel, something like that. And of course, we can even think of any additional revenue streams. So for example, why not offer branded eco-friendly merchandises such as the t-shirts? Yes, we can sell them and get extra revenue, and even establishing a loyalty program from the member paying us the membership fees. That could be a possibility on that. Now, when we look at the industry-related risk for the economic risk, obviously, as I said before, clients may be cutting budgets, affecting our revenue, but it may turn out to be an opportunity for us to think about why not to diversify our business. Now, there will be plenty of opportunities on that, so make sure that you're ready. And of course, in our Preseen course, not only we go through the Preseen in depth, but we also bring the exam-related techniques into the course, and we've written 2 specific mock exams for the Rodnim business, and even we tipped 4 important questions that you can directly learn and to maximize the chances you can pass this paper. I've been teaching the SBL for many years. I've got the experience serving as the examiner, serving as the exam marker at various accountancy professional bodies. And I'm an author for 4 accounting books, and with my expertise, you will pass the SBL paper very easily. I look forward to your exam success soon and the next session onwards. Bye-bye.
APC, accounting for your future.